Welcome to the London Home Builders Association's Home Green Home Renovation video series. My name is Stephanie Coleman, and I'm a member of the London Home Builders Association and have a number of years of experience as a renovation contractor with a focus on design, building science, and energy conservation. So I will share with you some of the things that you should consider when renovating your home, and I look forward to guiding you through this three-part renovation series. So in this video, we are going to cover what the EnerGuide rating system is, or I call it the home scorecard, what the EnerGuide label tells us about our homes, what happens during an energy evaluation, and why this is important information when we're renovating or buying a home. So what is the EnerGuide rating system? It is a national system managed by the federal government, so the Natural Resources Canada portion of the government, for the purpose of assessing and depicting the energy performance of houses. It has a history that dates all the way back to the late 70s, early 80s, and it underpins many home energy programs like Energy Star for New Homes, CHBA Net Zero Homes, which is a new program. It's referenced in the building code, and it's used for many home improvement incentive programs by utilities and governments. Over 1 million homes actually have been labeled with the EnerGuide labeling program, and the government has announced that they would like to get an additional 1 million homes labeled for the purpose or the goal of lowering operating costs, increasing occupant comfort, and reducing the environmental impact of Canadian housing. So what does the EnerGuide label tell us? The EnerGuide label, in the way it's designed, we collect information, and I'll talk about this in just a minute, but we collect information on the home. We plug all of this information into the HOT 2000 software that is owned by Natural Resources Canada and the federal government, and it spits out our EnerGuide rating or in gigajoules. And so we think, what is a gigajoule? A gigajoule is actually a unit of energy. And so what this program does is it tells us, for our home specifically, how much energy that is being used for electricity and gas or oil, or however our home is used, is heated and cooled, and it provides this gigajoule number. It also tells us how the rating was calculated, and it also compares our home and the performance of our home to code-built homes. So what you get when you have an EnerGuide rating system rating done on your home is you get a homeowner information package. And in that you get, like I mentioned, the gigajoule rating of your home and also how it compares to a code-built home that's built today, some general information about your home, a detailed breakdown of the energy uses and where your home loses heat and energy. It also takes a look at your greenhouse gas calculations and the greenhouse gas emissions of your home. It looks at your mechanical systems. You get recommendations on energy efficiency upgrades that you should consider doing for your home and where you kind of get the biggest bang for your buck, so to speak. And it also indicates any sort of precautions that you need to take when making improvements on your home. So what happens during an energy evaluation? I touched on it a little bit before, but here are some more specific details. A registered energy advisor will come to your home and they sit down with you and go over some paperwork that needs to be signed and also the process of what is going to happen. They then take outside measurements of your home and photos of the home. They also take inside measurements of the home, as well as some photos of, like, say, your mechanical equipment and things like that. And they plug all of that information into the HOT 2000 software. They also do what's called an air test, and that's what you see, that red door in the picture there. That is called a blower door. And what that does is it actually simulates high pressure on the home, and it shows us how much air leakage is actually leaking out of your home. And you may think, why does that matter? You know, air leakage happens. Yes, it does, but it also represents about 30% of our energy and heat loss. And so air testing is really, really important and something that is a good gauge for knowing how our home is performing from an energy perspective. So all of this information is put into the HOT 2000 software. It spits out the gigajoule number that we talked about and some other important information, and a package of information is then mailed to you or dropped off to you so that you have that information. So why is this important for homeowners? This information provides you with a scorecard for your home and where your energy use is going so that you can make wise choices when renovating your home. It provides you with potential health risk warnings that you may need to address, such as vermiculite insulation, or even perhaps backdrafting of appliances, or even poor ventilation that creates indoor air quality issues and health issues for your home and the occupants. It provides you with guidance for improvements that you can make to create a more energy efficient home that is more comfortable to live in, that is healthier and more affordable to operate. And when renovating, this is the most affordable time to do a little bit extra to make those recommended improvements. And utilities and governments often have incentive programs that help cover some of the cost of your energy efficiency upgrades in your home while you're renovating. So you'll want to make sure to check with your utility and government before starting the renovation, because oftentimes the first energy evaluation, the EnerGuide evaluation, needs to be done before you start renovating. Once your renovations are complete, they come back and do a follow-up evaluation so that you can have a sense of what sort of improvement you've made. And you should see that gigajoule number drop, and you should also see air tightness improve in your home. And then you can qualify for incentives. But this also gives you a good and solid baseline, and then especially with that follow-up evaluation, so you can do a really true and good before and after comparison. And this can actually provide an advantage for you should you choose to sell your home in the future. Now, you may ask yourself, can a home have a score of 0? So you notice with gigajoules, that's the amount of energy that's being used. The higher the number, the more energy that's being used. Is it possible to get to a 0 gigajoule usage? You may say, how is that possible? Well, actually it is. So the Canadian Home Builders Association has recently, in the last number of years, has launched the Net Zero Home program. And what a net zero home is, it's a home that is designed to generate as much energy as it uses in a calendar year. And the way it does that is by adding on renewable energies, and that's typically solar panels. And once those are installed, they generate as much energy as the home has been designed to use over the course of a calendar year. In the program, they also have the Net Zero Ready Home. And so that's a home that's built exactly the same way as a net zero home, but the renewables like the solar panels have not been added yet. We're very excited to announce that CHBA has just recently launched their Net Zero Renovation pilot. And so look to the chba.ca website for more information on CHBA Net Zero Renovation. Not necessarily every home can be renovated to net zero, but look into it and maybe yours can be. So this concludes the Home Scorecard video. Be sure to check out the other 2 videos in this 3-part series for more valuable information for planning your upcoming renovation. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a fantastic day.